guys, welcome back to another episode of Triple P and J. We are officially on episode 101. So
what applause.
So since we're on 101, that means that we finally got past the reunion episode. Woo! To get everybody back. Of course they ain't here, but to get everybody back together again. It was interesting and it was fun. Y'all drop down in the comments and let us know what you thought about the reunion episode. I had a blast.
Y'all enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun.
How do you feel the reunion went?
I liked it. I liked the energy. Mm-hmm. It felt good having everybody back. All these different opinions and the personalities and
it sure was getting hot in the room, like weather hot. It was hot. It was weather. I'm making sure they don't think I'm talking about something else, but temperature. The weather. That's the weather, ain't it? But yeah, the temperature sure was hot. Willis is not black, but all these black people in one room, yeah, it was hot. But yeah, so
well, we don't count Daniel as black either.
He got something in him. Well, let Willis tell it he do too. But anyway, moving along. But yeah, I thought the reunion was really good. I thought you did a good job of hosting it. I love the questions. Yeah.
I can't wait to host another one.
Who knows? Maybe another year we'll have another one. But actually, our class reunion is coming up in 2 weeks. So I'm thinking we might do something like that for that. But I don't know how that's gonna work out. But don't quote me on that anyway. But
y'all could book me. I do host.
What's the email? They could book you at what?
KaylaFranklinBookings.com.
Okay, I ain't never heard. Okay, I learn something new every day.
Y'all can hit up Zeus Network and tell them to let me host Baddies.
The reunion, cause I be sitting there like
the reunion, cause I can host. Never mind.
Hoo-wee. But speaking of that, before we get to the actual. Anyway, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and hit the notification bell button so you can see when we post new episodes. What did you think about the first part of the Baddies reunion?
I loved it. We need to hurry this up so we can go watch it.
They actually got to the fights on the first episode. Normally on the part one, it's always just talking. When I tell you, I like Bianca again for beating Mariah up.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I fast forwarded through like the first part where they do all the trailer and, I don't like all that. No, we don't care to see the pregame, okay? But
thank y'all for watching ours, though.
But I loved it. I never lost faith in Bianca. I was always Team Bianca.
Right.
Never Team Mariah Lynn.
Mariah, she just be doing too much. She be doing too much for a moment, and that moment don't ever happen.
It don't happen. She has herself on such a high pedestal.
Yeah, she's an international
that nobody
superstar.
else put her on.
She said she's an international superstar.
I was very proud of Meatball. Now I must say, during the season, I wasn't a fan of Meatballs. Like, I liked her, but I was like, you be doing too much. But now, seeing the reunion, I'm more of a fan of Meatballs.
She done fought 3 people back to back to back. And Tinkerbella, she looked strong, so getting wore out by yourself.
I was never a fan of Tinker.
I was not a fan of her, but that first episode was funny when she was fighting Diamond. But
she is interesting for TV, but she do too much. She do entirely too much. So but
that's
she
the
good.
Characters they play.
Yeah, she good for TV. I would cast her if it was my decision, but I would be rolling my eyes the whole time because she just do too much. But she good for ratings. She's good for TV, so I would definitely cast her. But
them bitches know how to fight. Them bitches be throwing down.
The person that lost me as a fan was Jayla. Because, Jayla, you run your mouth entirely too much. She run her mouth entirely too much, and Jayla is another one that puts herself on such a high pedestal.
Yeah.
Now, is she like a MVP of the series? Absolutely. But I guess for me, I didn't like the way she handled the whole Meatball situation. Because Meatball was sitting there.
The whole time.
And
then she waited till Meatball get done fighting two different people to decide she wanted to get her issue out.
You could have got your issue out first.
I ain't gonna lie. During the season, I was real disappointed in Callie. Because I just knew the way that Callie uppercutted the fuck out of that one girl on the beach. I just knew she was going to give Jayla a run for her money and did the complete opposite.
Callie did way too much and not enough at the same time.
Right.
For me.
But I don't know. The previews of the next parts, it kind of look like they might have got some hits in on Jayla. I just need somebody to knock the Mario.
Look like they jumped her. Good. She just need to be a little humble.
Good, because she jumped people and she sneaked people too. And then Mariah Lynn hollered out, y'all let her sneak me. How many people you done snuck throughout the season?
Hello.
Now that you done got beat up.
Okay, because Bianca made me very proud. You hear me?
Yeah.
Very proud.
And then she ran back up and tried to fight and still got beat up.
Mariah think that she is just this Billy badass and like you cannot fight, sweetheart. And I need her to realize, Mariah Lynn, you be up there clowning like you got the whole cast behind you. I need you to realize that you don't have a cast behind you. They don't be helping you, babe. They don't be helping you.
Yeah, and I saw that Tasiki was giving Bianca her props on the internet for doing whatever she did to her eye. So you really be thinking these people be riding for you and they really don't.
But I did watch some previews of Baddies Midwest, so I'm excited to see that one, especially with Ivory being on there.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. The auditions was very entertaining. Ivory could get down, like she.
Yeah, everybody was trying to put her and Tasiki against each other, but they a duo, so everybody in danger. I mean,
Ivory threw her little setup and she. I had to rewind. I ain't gonna lie. I had to rewind. I was okay. Oh, but yeah. So anyways.
As you can tell by the title of the episode, we are going to be talking about Ari Lennox today, but we're going to get to that a little bit later. So first, in honor of us doing the reunion last week, I just feel like we should bring something back that we used to do back in the day when everybody else was here. So we went back on Reddit and found a couple of these Am I the Asshole stories, and I ain't gonna lie, they're kind of funny, and I just wanted to, do a throwback real quick before we get into the actual topic. So I'll start off with mine. Mine is titled, Am I the Asshole for accidentally sleeping with my ex's mom?
What? What?
Okay. I, 37-year-old male, broke up with my ex-girlfriend about 4 years ago. We were serious for a while, but it ended pretty badly, so it wasn't an accident. It ended pretty badly, and we haven't spoken since. I met her family twice during our relationship and didn't keep in touch with any of them after the breakup. A few months ago, I met this woman, 58-year-old female, at a bar. He's 37. Okay, that's not that much. Okay, 20 years, 19, whatever. I met this woman, 58-year-old female, at the bar. She was recently divorced, and after a few drinks, one thing led to another, and we ended up hooking up. It was totally casual, no emotions attached. This went on for a while until last week, so it happened multiple times. Got it. So this went on for a while until last week when out of nowhere, she told me she couldn't continue and blocked me. That same night, my ex called me for the first time in years from a different number, absolutely furious. She was foul-mouthed, didn't let me speak, and accused me of doing something disgusting and creepy for revenge. Turns out I had been sleeping with her mom and I had no idea. I tried to explain that I didn't know, but she wasn't having it. After a few minutes of screaming at me, I got fed up and said, well, your mom's better than you, and hung up and blocked her. Am I the asshole? Not your mom giving up better than you.
Hey.
That's how you got here.
Hey.
So do you feel like he's an asshole?
I don't think he's the asshole because it was unknowingly. Now, had he did it knowingly, I would say yeah. But
something about that story just don't seem like he didn't know. I mean, but you can't forget what people look like, especially if it's been 4 years and you've only met the mom like once or twice. I would forget the lady too. So.
Yeah, I mean, it do depends. Like, some people remember faces, some people remember names. I'm a face person because I'm going to screw your name all the way up. But I'll never forget a face.
So maybe he just remember her name and not the face.
Yeah, because, I mean, it could be vice versa. But
no, I don't feel like he's an asshole. I feel like he was trying to explain himself to the ex, and the ex wasn't trying to hear what he had to say. So eventually, we not getting back together. So eventually I'm going to get tired of you going off on me. Yeah, I'm going to say some mean shit and then hang up.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like the mama is the asshole.
Because the mom knew who he was.
Go, bitch, you knew. You knew. Ain't no way you ain't know.
So why she ain't cuss? I'm wondering, did she cuss her mama out?
Some conversation had to be had for the mama to hurry up and say, we can't do this no more. And then right behind it, the girlfriend hit you up.
The mama probably blamed him. I'm sure the mom blamed him. The mom probably came on
to me, baby. You see all this? He couldn't resist all this. No. You lucky I can't cuss in here like I want to.
But yeah, no, I don't think he's an asshole. I actually think it was kind of funny. That's why I wanted to read that one. But you can read yours. Oh. So we can move on to the real topic.
Okay. Okay, am I the asshole for not telling my ex-husband about my abortion before he died? Okay, I'm 27 and my ex-husband is 34. He died yesterday from a drug overdose. We were married for 2 years, but his addiction tore us apart. I tried to support him, but his constant relapses made the relationship unbearable. 4 months ago, I finally left him for my own sanity. 2 months after our divorce, I discovered I was 10 weeks pregnant. I was already struggling emotionally and financially, and I knew he was still lost in his addiction. The idea of bringing a child into this chaos terrified me. After much agonizing, I decided to have an abortion. I didn't tell him. I didn't think he'd be able to handle the news, and I wasn't sure how he'd react given his unstable state. He was not fit to be a father, and he had made it clear he didn't want to be contacted ever again. Yesterday, I found out he overdosed and died. I've been heavy with guilt, wondering if I should have told him. My mom thinks I was wrong to keep it from him, but at the time, I believed it was the best decision for both of us. Am I the asshole for not telling him about the abortion before he died? What you think?
So I don't know. I'm kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's 50-50, I guess. So I could see how she could feel guilty, and I feel like she only feels guilty because he OD'd. Now, if he didn't OD, she would have took that secret to the grave. She wouldn't have cared. Mm-hmm. So I do understand why she feels like she could be the asshole. However, if you felt like he wasn't stable and you didn't want to have no kid with him, you really didn't have to tell him anything. So
you really ain't have to tell nobody, because I mean, what you gonna do? Dig the man up?
You could have really just kept the secret.
Yeah, you could have just kept the secret to yourself. But I don't feel like she's the asshole for it. I do feel like that was the best decision. Now, could she have raised that child? And I mean, if you think about it, you raise that child, the child gonna be wondering about their other parent, as children always do. And I don't know, that just would have been a lot of trauma for the child. I feel like
that, and we don't know like her financial situations. Clearly he was unstable. So I just felt like she probably didn't want to I feel like she probably just didn't want to bring a child in that situation, like she said. So she did what was best for her. So no, I don't feel like she's an asshole.
I don't either. But, I mean, and then you don't know how that child would have turned out with him being a drug addict. You don't know what kind of mental problems that would have gave the child.
Right.
So, I mean, I know some people are not for abortion, but I'm not gonna. I'm 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
I
right.
feel like
I
you
see
have
her
to do,
point.
Yeah, I feel like you have to do what's best for you. Certain situations, I'm okay with abortion. Certain situations, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation, I feel like she made the best decision in the long run because you don't, like I said, you don't know what challenges that child was gonna face, which was gonna cause you to have challenges, and everybody cannot handle a child with disabilities. Everybody not strong enough to be that parent, and it's a lot.
Yeah, okay, I could, like you said, 50-50. I see how she could feel like the asshole, but then I also feel like she's not the asshole. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. That's it on that. But speaking of assholes, move right on to the next topic. So, Ari Lennox, the R&B singer, so she recently posted on social media that she was leaving social media soon. She was going to transition herself out of it. And one of the fans, I'm going to read what Ari posted in a second, but one of the fans had, I think maybe it was on either Twitter or something, but they had like reposted what she posted and put, I feel like you should just leave the industry altogether because clearly it's not for you. We could use people at some deli. We could use people there. So I feel like that was kind of asshole-ish.
He was definitely the asshole.
That was and people, it was on one of those pages on Instagram, and since then, I guess it got removed or something because people was coming for him in the comments. They was like, people like you is the reason why she wants to leave social media and blah, blah, blah. But let's see what she said. So her post, and it's lengthy. I'm sure there's no words I don't know in here, so I don't be looking stupid. Okay, so it says, hey, I'm working on a plan to transition off of social media for good. I don't believe I'll ever mature and be happy as long as I have it. So my last day on socials will be December 18th, my second year sobriety anniversary. Shout out to her for being sober. I will be deleting my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok permanently. The fear of losing brand deals, music sales, N-words, and B-words will no longer keep me here. To all my beautiful fans, I'm just not happy nor thriving here. I have a very toxic and codependent relationship with these apps. My happiness is worth more to me than using these platforms to promote. I truly believe I can get creative with marketing elsewhere. I'm so exhausted with my addiction to the internet and gossip and attention and validation and yearning to be in control and oversharing. I just want to be free and complete. I would like to offer other spaces where you can find me, and that's youtube.com, Ari Lennox, and arilennox.com. youtube.com/Ari Lennox and arilennox.com, and on the singing stage or outside. I ain't gonna front like this. I ain't gonna front like this has been cute. It hasn't. I love y'all so much. Please subscribe to my mailing list on my website to remain updated on my 2025 album and tour. Heart emoji, or don't. Okay, cool. That's all I'm reading of it. It's a lot.
Right.
But to summarize it, she's leaving social media because of her mental health, clearly. And she got an addiction to social media. So how do you feel about the situation?
I don't know. I don't understand the addiction to social media. But how old is Ari?
30, I think. Don't quote me on that either. If y'all know in the comments, drop down and let us know. But I feel like she's like high 20s or late 20s, early 30s.
If she in her 20s, then I could kind of understand because y'all grew up in a different time than when I grew up. You know, I grew up in a time where you had to have thick skin. You was raised to have thick skin. You was raised to be tough. So social media stuff don't affect me the way it affect other people, but I'm not gonna knock anybody's mental status or if they really feel. I don't know how you could get addicted to social media, but I'm trying to be understanding.
So,
but I just think that's crazy to me.
Something that she did mention in the post that caught my attention was the last day that she would be on social media is going to be her 2nd year sobriety anniversary. So maybe social media is doing something with her sobriety.
It's making her want to drink?
Shit, maybe. I guess maybe reading the.
That's her sobriety.
Because I feel like, I think, and don't quote me, everything's alleged over here, but I think that she was heavy on alcohol. I'm not going to say drugs or anything, but I think that's what it is. Maybe she just can't take the comments and criticism and stuff.
Are you good? Okay, I ain't going to downplay her mentalness, but baby, grow up. Let me tell you something. I had to learn, and I'm going to say I had to learn this because in my younger days, that's why I say I could understand. In my younger days, I used to let things that people say or did affect me. But as I grew up with growth, you got to understand, like, you cannot allow somebody to control your emotions. They're your emotions. You have a right to feel how you want to feel, but your actions to your emotions is what you can't allow others to control.
She's 33.
I can't let somebody upset me to the point where I want to delete myself off of social media. Especially a bunch of strangers. I can't let a bunch of people who do not know me, I cannot let y'all affect. I don't let people who do know me affect how my emotions run. I just can't do it.
I did read on something else after I had saw that yesterday that, and like I said, it's alleged because I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently there was like some financial stuff she got going on with the IRS, and ticket sales aren't like what they normally are. I understand some of that could weigh on your mental. I do understand that. But I'm just trying to make it make sense to where if she says she could find marketing and stuff somewhere else, but if you're getting your ticket sales and promoting your stuff on your Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, I just can't understand why would you leave it. Unless you just have something else planned or you're just going to, step on a leap of faith. But I just felt like...
Unless this a PR stunt. Since she do got an album coming out, let me step off of social media for a little bit, then I'm going to pop back in and drop my album. It's a good...
I think the album's coming out this month or next month.
She said 2025, from what she read.
Oh, yeah, she did say 2025. Who knows?
I just can't I don't know. I would cuss you out so good.
So good.
I would cuss you out so good. And the type of person I am, because I am an Aquarius.
She got it in her. Ari got it in her to do it too. I know
y'all feel some type of ways about Aquarius. But I would cuss you out Monday and see you Tuesday morning. And I'm going to speak.
But Ari got it in her too to cuss people out, because I remember last year she was performing and somebody threw a bottle or something on stage, and she went the fuck off on them. So
you got to cuss people out and go about your day, baby.
It got to be more to the story.
And don't hold no grudges. I don't hold no grudges. I got a friend that was so mad at me.
What happened?
She was so mad at me, baby. And guess what? I didn't care. I said what I had to say and I was done with it.
I have friends like that too.
When I seen her the next day, I said, "Hey girl, how you doing?" Guess what she did? Rolled eyes. Rolled eyes and ain't talked to me, and guess what I did the next day?
Spoke again.
Hey girl, you feeling better today? I see you rolled your eyes at me yesterday.
That sounds like some shit I would do.
That girl said, "You just gonna keep talking to me." I'm because I'm not mad, you're mad.
Because I told you the truth about something.
Okay, because I'm still your friend. If you're not mine, I don't know what we're going to do, because I'm going to keep talking to you.
Right. You might not be my friend, but I'm yours. So, hey, friend.
Hi, girl.
Hey, friend.
How you doing?
Speaking of friends, this just leads me to the last topic. So, something that you asked us, I think you asked Daniel, or maybe you asked everybody, but I really feel like we didn't get a clear answer from whoever answered the question.
Okay.
So, How do you feel about somebody being friends, or your friend being friends with somebody you don't like?
Okay.
Because you did ask us that, and I really don't. I don't remember the response.
Daniel, and I don't think Daniel gave a clear. I think Daniel said it depends on how deep it goes.
Yes. Something like that.
And I agree. It depends on how deep it goes. Because what if you enemies with this person today? Like my recent situation, we was enemies for 2 weeks apparently, and then now we back cool. So what happens if I'm beefing with your enemy and then I see you and your enemy together? Now me and this person got beef and y'all cool. Hello.
So I have had situations like that too. I've had 2 different kinds. So I've had the friendship aspect where it's just me and the friend is beefing with some, or no, I'll do a better one. I have it because people tend to have a problem with me for whatever reason, but I have had issues with certain people in the past, but I have close friends that won't say nothing, which I would prefer you not to say anything if you're cool with both of us, but don't try to come over here and correct me about whatever I'm saying in response to them if you're not going to say anything about what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Like, you're neutral, but you're not acting neutral. You're really acting like you're picking a side. That's where I have an issue with being friends with my enemy, because eventually it's going to come to a point to where you got to pick a side, and I know if somebody told me to pick a side, it's fuck both of y'all, so I'm not really picking a side. So I think it just depends on, like Daniel said and like you said, it's certain situations, but I have since then learned to not put myself in a situation to where I'm beefing with somebody and I know for a fact y'all are probably going to be cool again. I'm just going to shut up, unless I just don't like you too.
Unless I just don't like you too. I'm just going to shut up and mind my business. And even when you bring that person up, I'm going to be like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to be like, damn. Damn.
So anyways, and I'm going to move on to the next subject because I don't want to keep hearing about that person.
How do you feel about, and this is the last question. How do you feel about your friend not liking your significant other or the other way around?
So, I don't feel like that should matter. Like back in the day, I felt like everybody should get along. We should be one big happy family. But now, Me too. I don't feel like they have to get along. I don't feel like your person has to get along with your friends. Because in all honesty, they shouldn't even be hanging out together anyways.
Right.
To me.
Unless it's like a group thing or something.
Unless it's like a group thing. I mean, they can be, I don't feel like they should be friends.
Right.
You know, I enjoy my own friends and my man have his friends. But I ain't cool with his friends. You know what I'm saying? I may speak, hey, what's up? And that's it. Like, we don't have conversations. I don't hang out with his friends and stuff, so, and he don't hang out with mine.
You know, it's funny because every situation I've been in like that, I've always started off being friends with both parties. Mm-hmm. And then something is to happen, and then it's kind of like, oh.
It gets messy because then what if they split up?
Yeah.
And then
or what if they got a problem this week and you are more friends with this person anyway than the significant other, and you take the significant other side, and you know, petty shit starts happening, and then next week they back together.
And now
you looking stupid.
And now you the enemy because you was with this one talking about the partner, and guess what? When they make up,
they gonna be talking about you in the same bed.
Well, let me tell you what my friend said while we was beefing. Now the partner looking at you like, so you was talking about me. Yeah, it's too messy. That's why I say don't mix and mingle. Yeah. Don't mix and mingle. Let me and my man be over here. Like I say, his friends over there and my friends over here.
Yeah, I've had a couple situations, honestly, where where I'm trying to be cool with everybody, and then that always backfired for me. It always backfired, and then I always used to end up picking a side, and clearly I shouldn't have. I should have just left it alone. Now, you can't hear a peep out of me. I won't say nothing. I just
feel like when you're in a relationship with somebody, just keep it to yourself. Not necessarily that you're in a relationship, but whatever goes on in your relationship, you should just keep it to yourself. Because like you say, you're going to be mad at your man today, and then tomorrow, everybody going to see you out in public with this man. Or your significant other, let me say.
And if your friend comes to you to vent, just know that they don't really want your advice. They just want to vent. I've learned that the hard way too. They don't want your advice. They just want a listening ear and a little head nod and a that's crazy every now and then.
Ain't it? All right. Yeah.
You won't catch me saying shit.
Yeah, because I'm not going to get upset when I see you back with this person. You know, because...
And now I got to figure out how to get over this.
Right. Because at the end of the day, that's your life. And that's who you choose to be with or settle for or whatever. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. Because I don't have to be in that relationship, and I don't have to deal with you or your person. So. And
with that being said, that wraps up another episode of Triple P and J. It wraps it up. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell button to see when we post new episodes. Please leave a comment. And on the audio platform, download the episode, leave us a rating, and you wanted to give somebody a shout out.
Soul Shabazz, that's his name?
Raggedy Ass Soul. That's who she's talking about. Raggedy Ass Soul.
Big shout out. He watches the show faithfully. He watches every episode. He gives us feedback, and we really appreciate our biggest fan of Triple P and J. So shout out to Soul.
And one day you need to come on the show like I've already asked you. And with that being said, we'll see you next week.